Hey guys, James from the Research Revolution. Look at this, guys. Operation Earnest Voice.
I was able to trace it to a man who lives in Encino, right down the road. And I found out his name, address, and so forth. Did a little check on him. He is a CIA official. There's profanity on there, so don't have any kids around when you're listening.
How you doing, big Teddy boy, you retired FBI boy? How's that low-class piece of shit doing today? You low-class piece of shit, Teddy boy? Hey, Teddy boy, why don't you come out from hiding, Teddy boy, with your big gun? You low-class piece of shit.
Control and take over the world with a one world government. Adam Weizsoff came up with 25 goals. Among these goals were control the press, corrupt the youth through sex and drugs, elect our own people meaning the Illuminati,
Hey, Teddy boy, you low-class piece of shit. What you doing, you low-class piece of shit? You gonna come out, you old-class, old fucking front piece of shit? Come on, you piece of shit.
It's about Operation Earnest Voice.
Danny Jowenko is the expert on this in Europe. What did he say?
Dit is controlled demolition. Zeker weten. Zeker weten. Er is nagesprongen. Dit is in opdracht gebeurd. Het heeft een team gedaan van experts.
The simple fact is, Barry, that they didn't know where to go. The reason that they didn't know where to go was because a number of conflicting and overlapping.
I will tell you, Director Deutsch, as a former Los Angeles police narcotics detective, that the agency has dealt drugs throughout this country for a long time.
Will you please take your seats? I will come back to you as we roll back across to the center section.
Director Deutsch, I will refer you to three specific agency operations known as Amadeus, Pegasus, and Watchtower. I have Watchtower documents heavily redacted by the agency. I was personally exposed to CIA operations and recruited by CIA personnel who attempted to recruit me in the late 70s to become involved in protecting agency drug operations in this country. I have been trying to get this out for 18 years, and I have the evidence. My question for you is very specific, sir. If in the course of the IG's investigations and Fred Hitz's work, you come across evidence of severely criminal activity,
Let him speak.
and it's classified, will you use that classification to hide the criminal activity, or will you tell the American people the truth? If you have information about CIA illegal activity in drugs, you should immediately bring that information to wherever you want, but let me suggest 3 places. The Los Angeles Police Department,
please. I'm sorry, others want to hear this answer. I am sorry, others want to hear this answer.
It is your choice, the Los Angeles Police Department, the Inspector General, or office of one of your Congress persons from this.
Audio Jungle.
Telling such a different account. They would all have to be lying for what you're saying to be true. And we had our Peter Bergen, as you probably know, who went to the compound in Abbottabad before they destroyed it. And he said the place was riddled with bullets and was obviously the scene of a firefight, not to mention that we lost a bird in the helicopter going down. All of that would have to be untrue, other than the helicopter going down, for your account to be true. Why put so much stock in it?
Well, because I did an awful lot of work. I talked to a lot of Pakistanis. I quote by name. One of the things that made the story doable now, where before it wouldn't have been, was the fact that a former retired head of the Pakistani intelligence service, General Assad Durrani, basically said to me, look, you got the story. It wasn't through some couriers and some magic work by the CIA. That was just a story recreated, maybe to protect the secret of the courier, but maybe just to make it more dramatic.
Award-winning investigative journalist becomes the target of harassment, intimidation, and spying. But now she's turning the table on media power brokers and speaking out. She's in Arlington, Virginia, investigative journalist and author Sharyl Attkisson. She has a great new book out, Stonewalled: My Fight for Truth Against the Forces of Obstruction, Intimidation, and Harassment in Obama's Washington.
Talk about what I saw as unprecedented manipulation of not only the news press, but public opinion, through what I see as a lot of surreptitious methods that are employed by corporate, political, and special interests.
Of how much of the plane actually impacted the building.
You know, it might have appeared that way, but from my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon. The only site is the actual side of the building that's crashed in. And as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you could pick up in your hand. There are no large tail sections, wing sections, a fuselage, nothing like that anywhere around, which would indicate that the entire plane crashed into the side of the Pentagon and then caused the side to collapse. Now,
Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere. Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere.
I'm lying down, dude. I tell you what. Shit! Oh, my ear! We need to get the fuck out of here!
Nope, no weapons over there. Those weapons of mass destruction got to be somewhere. Nope, no weapons over there. Maybe under here. Oops, this photo wasn't supposed to be in here. This is a Skull and Bone secret signal.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
There were not weapons of mass destruction there.
You said you knew where they were.
I did not.
We know where they are. They're in the area around Tikrit and Baghdad and east, west, south, and north somewhat.
You said you knew where they were, near Tikrit, near Baghdad, and north, east, south, and west of there. Those are your words.
My words were...
We know where they are. They're in the area around Tikrit and Baghdad and east, west, south, and north.
Talking about something that's entertaining or sensational, we're talking about your government. Where you live, your country, your freedoms.
Right.
And what we're talking about here is things which you see every day, like someone said a long time ago, many will look with their eyes but not see, and listen with their ears but not hear. And that's us. That is this country. We have been looking at things all along and never realizing the significance of the occult emblems that we're seeing today.
Okay. We're talking about a global government that's in existence right now. We're not talking about a nation that is going, we're talking about a nation that is gone. We do not control the government of the United States of America. The United States of America is controlled by this evilarchy. They control the money system, they control the State Department, they control the presidency.